In the today's session, we will be learning about how to create two source files in a same project, and then how to build two source files under a same project. So for that, I'll be creating one QNX project. When we create a new project, automatically it will give you a source file. I'm deleting this source file so that we can create a new source file. Along with that, I'm deleting the binary file. So here what I will do, I'll create a new source file. How to do that? Go to the source, right click, new source file. This is a sample1, sample1.c. Next, again I'll create a one more source file. So in the two program, I'll be using some sample code. Okay, I want to build it. How to build it? I have to rewrite the makefile. So this makefile, whatever which is generated automatically, I'm deleting it except the first line. So first line tells you about the project name. A second one is a build option variable. Here the build option variable says that it is -g. -g represents actually the debugging information. For example, we can use a GDB in the backend to debug the program. Next comes specification of the compiler and linker. So the compiler I am using QCC and the linker I am using QCC. This is from the QNX operating system. Next, the specification for the target platform. That means we are compiling it for which architecture or what is the target. Here the target is NTO x86-64. NTO represents QNX native build. That is a QNX compiler tool. So here this QNX NTO represents a Neutrino x86-64. Along with that, we are using the GCC cross compiler. So finally, we are using here GCC cross compiler and the QNX Neutrino x86-64 for that is our target. Next, compiler and linking option. We can also give the compiler and linking option. Here I have only given the compiler option is -wall. This WLL represents that you show all the warnings while building this project. So other options are the debug and the target. For the LD flag also, the two options I have given, debug and the target. Next comes the rules, how to create an object file. From the object file, how to create a binary file. The first thing is from the .c file, we are creating an object file. The left hand side is an output file, that is a target, and the right hand side is a dependency. Here the CC is, as I already mentioned, CC is a QCC. So this QCC along with the C flag. So C flag here is an -wall. Then -c represents that you don't create a final binary file, but you just create an object file. And this -o represents the output file. Whereas the first one option is actually the output and the second option is input. So here the input is sample1.c and the output is sample1.o. Both are present in the source file. So that's why I am saying source slash sample1.o and source slash sample1.c. Next comes the for the second file. For the second file, again the same thing, that is this one is an output file and this one is an input file. QCC along with -wall create only the object file, not the binary file. Next, the output file will be sample2.o, whereas here the first option here is an output and the second option here is an input, which is exactly equal to, okay, I'll just write it over here. This is exactly equal to GCC -VGCC _NTO x86 64 -G -wall -wall. Next -C -o source slash sample2.o source slash sample2.c. Next, we got a object file. From this object file, we are supposed to create at the binary file. So again, this is an input, that is a dependency, and this is an output, that is the target or an output file. Here also the CC is a GCC. Along with that, previously we have used C flags for the compiling. Now we are using LD flag for the linking. So we are supposed to link the binary file to a final executable file, and this is an output flag. And the next one, this one, that is a dollar ampersand is actually the output file, and the next option is the input file. This is have written here, this is equal to GCC -V GCC _NTO x86 _64 -G -o sample1. This is a binary file which is generated from the source slash sample1.o. Similarly, we have done it for the sample2. Next one is what all the binaries we are need to be generated, that we are supposed to list it, that is a bins. This bin contains all the binary files which is generated. So here we are generating two binary files, that is an executable files. One is a sample1 and sample2. Next comes all. This is an output. The output is a default target, which is a running make, will build all the binary listed in the $bins. Next comes, when you click the clean project, it has to remove all the object files and binary files inside the project. So that is by using the clean. The clean output will be remove rm. In the Linux, we know that rm command represents remove -f. So -f followed by all the object files along with all the binary files. So this is how we can create a makefile. Now I will just build this, clean the project. Next, build the project. You can see that the options we have explained, that is being taken automatically by this script. So one is compile it with a no executable, just direct linker file need to be generated with the option -o is an output which generates the sample1.o from sample1.c. Similar way for the sample2. Next step is we are supposed to generate the binary file sample2 from sample2.o, so which is used through linker. Okay, so this is how the binary files have been created. I can execute binary